Palestine Institute for Biodiversity and Sustainability has a vision of sustainable human and natural communities. And to achieve this vision for our people, for Palestine and for the world also, we have mission and goals that are concordant with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And in our case, they include areas like research, education, conservation, and community services related to sustainability. As you know, with climate change and habitat destruction and pollution, there's a lot of damage to our environment globally, and we need to protect from that. And in our case, of course, there's the damage from the Israeli occupation to our environment that we deal with. Our institute is engaged in local, national, and global conservation efforts. For example, we were the lead in producing the National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan. We were the lead in producing area maps for protected areas. We are lead in studying environmental justice issues, which allows us also to create conservation programs. We produce conservation plans and management plans for many protected areas, and we're working on a few more now.
Some days we deal with education, so we have either children or students coming. We have educational activities with women. Other days we have international visitors coming, and we also have local visitors coming. So each day is different. Some days we're here, some days we're out either at Bethlehem University, educating the students there. Some other days we are in the molecular laboratory doing studies on biodiversity. For example, I'm involved in research with orchids of Palestine. Our mobile educational unit is actually something I'm very excited about. It's the first and only of its kind in Palestine. It's practically a museum on wheels. So we basically take a specimen from our museum here and we go with the mobile educational unit to different marginalized communities across the West Bank. We realize that these communities are not able to reach us, and we take it to these communities in hopes of really teaching people all over Palestine about the biodiversity that's found in Palestine, and really trying to encourage behavioral change that's more sustainable and that's more positive for the environment. We also have an animal rehabilitation unit, and when there are injured animals, the Environmental Quality Authority brings these injured animals to our unit here, and we rehabilitate them, and we ensure that they are fine and good to be released back into nature. We think it's also very important to teach the general public, but also in particular children, about our natural heritage. So we have an ethnography exhibit where we try to teach children and teach people what our ancestors used to do and how they started agriculture, because agriculture actually started here in Palestine, and it's very sad to see that people have gone distant from these old ways and old methods. So we think it's very important that we show them at least how rich our history is and how important what our ancestors did is for us today.
We work closely with students, not just from Bethlehem University. We offer our services to students elsewhere, but specifically Bethlehem University has been a pioneer in supporting the environmental work that this institute is engaged in. And also we just started a new program in biodiversity and sustainability, a bachelor program. But of course we can't do it alone, so we need the support of people around the world, and we have been reliant on volunteers. I am a volunteer myself here full-time, 7 days a week, 16 hours a day.
فلا أجي على متحف زي هذا متخصص بالتنوع النباتي والحيواني، حلو أتعرف على شو الأنواع المهددة بالانقراض، شو الموقع الجغرافي لهي النباتات، شو المحدود فيها الإشي اللي راح ينقرض وشو الإشي اللي مش راح ينقرض.
أكثر جزء أعجبني في المتحف البيئي الموجود أنا فيه اليوم اللي هو قسم تحنيط الحيوانات، كيف بتحافظ على الشكل الخارجي للحيوان.
This institute also has a big focus on community building, whether that's letting people plant their own vegetables or fruit in their own gardens or plots. It really brings kind of people of Bethlehem and just kind of Greater Palestine together.
The kind of support that people could give us range from, of course, donations and money, but also donations, more importantly, in things like time, in-kind donations, equipment, books, knowledge, expertise, networking us with their universities in different countries, networking us with environmental groups so that we can make an even bigger impact or splash across the world in terms of the Palestinian environment, which is being ignored in this focus on the conflict. Bethlehem receives 3 million tourists a year, mostly religious tourism. We would like them to also extend their stay and visit the beautiful areas in Palestine with ecotourism, and in this promoting the local economy and the local well-being of people around.